All right, so making your way onto your mat, coming into a child's pose. So knees should be about 6 inches apart, big toes together. Press your sit bones back towards your heels and slide your hands forward. Lock out your arms so the elbows are straight. Wrists are straight, and allow your forehead to rest down to the mat. Create some length in your spine. This is a pretty active pose here, even though we tend to use it as a resting posture. So I want those arms straight. Keep crawling your fingertips forward as you encourage your hips back towards the heel. Lengthen through every vertebrae and all the way out to the crown of the head. Tune your awareness into your breathing. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Breathing in this forward fold, focus on breathing into your mid-back, breathing out throughout the spine. Gently open up your eyes. We're going to start with big circles through the hips. Start with a clockwise direction. So you're going to shift your hips to the left. Bring your pelvis forward towards the front edge of your mat. So you feel a little back bend, hips go right. And then push the hips back towards your heels and continue in that direction. So you're going clockwise all the way around, massaging into the hips, massaging into lower back. Coordinate your movement with your breath. So inhale as your pelvis goes forward, exhale as your pelvis goes back. And the next time you go forward and hold. Lower your pelvis down towards the ground. Lower all the way down so the chest comes down. Roll your shoulders down away from your ears. Zip your legs together, tops of the feet down. Little cobra pose. Point your elbows back towards your hips. Hug them in towards the side spine. Look up. Roll the shoulders down away from the ears a little bit more. Exhale, lower down. Slide your hands back. Press up to a tabletop position. Line up your hands directly beneath your shoulders, your knees directly beneath your hips. Inhale, tilt the tailbone up, wrap the shoulders back, look up, finding cow pose. Exhale, tuck and round the spine. Bring the chin to the chest for cat. Inhale, cow pose. Look up. Exhale, cat. One more. Inhale. Exhale, round the cat and hold. Push your palms down and towards the ground. Dome off the upper back. Protracting the shoulders. Bring your big toes together. Sit back on your heels. Round your spine up. You're just in a kneeling position. You can adjust your legs completely together and rest your hands on your knees. So working in that clockwise direction, you're going to circle your chest around, circling towards the right side. And the hands on the sides here are just for a guide. You can also place your hands on your rib cage, on your hips, whatever feels good, wherever you feel that you get the best range of motion through the spine. Uh-oh. Try to keep your focus. Good. Bring the spine back through neutral. Inhale your arms overhead. Interlock your fingers. Flip your hands so the heels of the hands are going up. Inhale, stretch your hands back. Open up the spine. Look up. Exhale, push your hands forward. Round the spine. Draw your chin to your chest. It's kind of like a cat-cow. We're just changing the position a little bit. Inhale, stretch the arms up and back. Look up. Open up the chest. Exhale, push the hands forward, round the spine, draw the chin in. Last one, inhale. Exhale, push. If it's uncomfortable sitting in this position, you can always adjust to just a cross-legged seated position, that's fine. All right, bring the spine back to your neutral, tone your navel back and in, your ribs in and up. You're gonna create two hitchhiker positions with the thumbs and take the arms out parallel to the ground. We're gonna do a little breath work here. So again, if you get really uncomfortable, just adjust your seating position, but the spine should be straight the whole time. So we're gonna take those thumbs to point down and back, down and back, down and back, down and back. Here's your arms, down and back, down and back, down and back. And we're gonna work with the breath. So the breath is gonna be pretty fast. So we're gonna inhale as the thumbs go down, exhale as they go back. Good. And you're just doing an intro external rotation, so there's not a whole lot of movement in the arms. The arms should stay parallel to the ground the whole time. So hands are in line with the shoulders, working with that breath. Keep your high trap soft. Keep your belly drawing back and in. And let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Cross your right arm underneath your left. Bind and twist like rope, eagling up your arms, palms together. Thumbs point towards your nose, and then pull those fingertips down. One day the fingertips will line up with the nose. Good. Actively press the palms together to open up the shoulders. Gently rock the head right and left. Stretch out the neck. Bring the head back to center, unwind the arms, find a child's pose. And open up your knees just a little bit back to that 6 inches apart. Allow your forehead to fall towards the ground. And then we're going to take those big hip circles around, but this time we're going counterclockwise, so you should be circling towards the left. So inhale the pelvis right, forward, left, and back. Circle it all the way around counterclockwise. Next time you go forward and hold. Finding that cobra pose. You're going to lower the pelvis down, lower the chest down. Zip the legs together so legs are touching, tops of the feet down. Elbows point back behind you. Roll your shoulders down away from your ears. Little back bend. Use the strength only of the lower back. Roll minimal weight into the hands. Lift your gaze up. Exhale, gently release. Slide your hands back. Press yourself up to a tabletop position. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Inhale, tilt the tailbone up, look up. Exhale, tuck and round the spine. Draw the navel in. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, tuck and round. Create a lot of space in that mid-back. Tuck your chin, pull your shoulder blades away from the spine, tone your navel back and in. Bring your toes together, sit back on your heels, and then adjust your legs together. Remember, sit cross-legged if that's more comfortable on your knees. Your hands can be on your thighs, on your hips, on your rib cage. Make sure your spine is straight and circling the rib cage to the left. So it should be going in a counterclockwise direction. Now, as you just try to really focus in, sometimes it helps to close your eyes to get most of the movement generating from the thoracic spine, so right from the mid-spine. Keep your shoulders relaxed. The arms should be heavy. Try not to stiffen any areas of the body. Good. Bring the spine back through neutral. Interlock the fingers, flip the hands. Inhale, stretch those arms up. The palms face up towards the sky. Stretch back, find a little back, then look up. And then exhale, round deeply. Push the hands forward. Dome out the upper back. Draw the chin to the chest. 2 more like that. Inhale. Stretch up, look up. Open the spine. Exhale, round and push. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stretch the spine long. 2 thumbs up. Take the arms out to the side. Line up the fist with the shoulders. Draw the navel in. Remember, adjust your seat here if you need to. Inhale, thumbs down. Exhale, thumbs back. And let's go. Nice and quick. Oxygenate the blood. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left arm underneath. Find and twist the arms. Eagling out the arms, Garudasana. Palms together. Pull the elbows down, fingertips in line with the nose, thumbs point towards the nose. Spine is straight, draw the belly in, take the head left and right. Bring the head back through center, unwind. Find yourself back to a tabletop position. Spread the fingers. Point the right toes, extend the right leg back, parallel to the ground, inch rotation through the hip. So I want you guys to lock the right leg so the right knee never bends. Now you're gonna circle that leg around. It should be little. It doesn't matter which direction you start with because we're gonna reverse the direction, but it should be little circles. Circle, 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 circle. Now as you do this, really notice that the core has to be engaged. Keep the body really still. Reverse your direction. For me personally, here is always easier to do counterclockwise. I don't know why. Good. Stop in the middle. Just pulse it up. Should be little movements up, up, up. Keep the right leg locked the whole time so all the muscles in the leg are engaged. Up, 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 up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex the right foot, take it out towards the right. Place it down on the ground. You can look down and try to make sure that the toes and the knee are in one line. So if I turn to the side for you guys, even though I think it's gonna mirror, but the toe and the knee are one line. Rise up, inhale, reach your arms up. We're gonna go for that lateral side bend. Reach your right hand down the right leg. Open up to the left side, look under the left arm. Now continue to keep pushing your hip points forward. Trying to stack the shoulders, so a lot of times the left shoulder has to come back a little bit. Keep pressing the pelvis forward, the navel's engaged. And bend into that left elbow, place the hand behind the head, and then press the head into the hand to open up the shoulder. The elbow points straight up towards the sky. Beautiful. Good. Inhale, gently rise up. We're going to switch directions. So take the left hand down towards the ground. You should come right underneath the shoulder. Cover the right leg. Bend into the right knee. Kick the heel towards the butt. Reach the right hand back. Catch a hold of the top of the foot. Push the foot away from the hip. Good. Open up the shoulder. Look over your right shoulder. Where was I? All right, you guys, you're going to take this right leg forward, all the way towards the front of your mat. Flex the foot. All right, go into your next rotation. So allow your toes to fall off to the right. So right leg should be forward. Turn the toes to the right. Crawl both hands to the outside of that right leg. Bind up the legs and feel a little twist. The right foot has to stay flexed here. The outer edge of the right foot is what we're working to get the ground. Keep pulling the right toes back towards you, thighs touching. This is going to be some of that outer hip stretching. Gently unwind. Turn those right toes forward, bend into the knee, lower the pelvis down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Sink down into the pelvis. Good. We're going to sweep those arms back. You're going to shift your hips back. Flex the right foot, bow the upper body down. Reach those arms back behind you. Good. Inhale, come back to that lunge. Bend into the knee, reach those arms up. And then take both hands inside of the right foot. Curl the left toes under, lift the hips. Walk it off towards that left leg. So you're gonna go towards the back of your mat, bend into left knee, transverse lunge. So left knee is bent, right leg is straight. Either hands on the mat or hands into your chest. Good, you guys. So 5 times, we're gonna do a little transition. So let me do one for you, so I'll kind of show you. You can just with the hands or without the arms. I'll show you without the arms, because with the arms, you're just kind of crawling around the mat. So I'm finding this transverse lunge. And then I'm rewinding. So I'm coming back towards the front of the mat, lowering that left knee down. Keep the toes curled under. Stretch and open up the spine. And then I'm going to rewind. So I'm going to lift that back leg, open, push, transverse lunge, and then repeat. So you're going to go for 5 times. Keep in mind, if you're using your hands, you're just kind of walking it around, bending into the knee. Keep the toes curled under. Arms can stay down or up, and then you walk it back around. Okay, let's go for 2. Try to go really slow. 3. Working those legs. 4. Last one. Good. You'll stop back at the front of the mat. Place those hands down. Slide this right leg back, child's pose. Good. Find the breath. Inhale, tabletop position. Hands beneath your shoulders. Knees underneath your hips. Tone the belly. Left leg. Go ahead, extend it straight back. Lock the leg completely. Point the toes. All the muscles in that left leg are engaged. All right, little rotations around. Circle. Circle. It doesn't matter which way you start. Remember, keep your core really tight, stabilizing the rest of the body. Reverse. Spine is really long. Up and down. Up, 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 up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. No jumping in upper back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, flex the foot, take it out to the left, line up the toes with the right knee, and rise all the way up. All right, you guys. Once you get here, you can kind of look down. I always overshoot it, and my foot ends up way far in front of my knee. So you might do a little adjustment. Make sure these left toes are forward and the foot is flat. So you should be rolling in at all in the arch of the foot. Be really flat with the legs straight. All right, zip the belly in, lift your pelvic floor, hips forward, arms up. All right, left hand down onto the leg. Open up the right side body, look underneath the right arm. Remember, continue to keep pressing the hips forward, the upper body back, and the right shoulder moving back. Bend into the right elbow, place the hand behind the head, push the head into the hand to open the shoulders. Good. Inhale, gently rise up. Switch sides. Right hand comes down directly underneath the right shoulder. Cover the left leg, bend into the knee. Reach back, catch a hold of the top of the foot. Push the foot away. So you're pressing the heel away from the hip to open up the shoulder. Once you feel balanced, look under that left shoulder. Or sorry, look just over that left shoulder. We're going to release and swing this left leg all the way to the front of the mat. Make sure it's center. Go to an external rotation, crawl both hands to the left side of the leg. Good, yeah, so the left foot is flexed. Take the outer edge of the foot towards the ground. Make sure the leg is straight, that's important. And then both hands to the outer side of that left leg, that's it. Thighs are twisting. Working into that outer hip. Beautiful. Gently unwind. Bend into the left knee. Left toes forward. Inhale, reach the arms up. Anjayasana. Good. Shoulders down the back. All right, hands down. Curl the right toes under. Walk yourself off towards the right. Transverse lunge on this right side. Either hands on the mat or hands away from the mat. And then 5 times we're doing that transition with the arms, without the arms. So you unwind, come it back around. Lower the right knee down, keep the toes curled under, try not to crash on the knee. Reach those arms up, that's 1. Let's go for the second. Go really slow. That's 2. Three. 4. Last one, here we go. Nice, you guys, hands down. Slide this left leg back. Let's take a downward facing dog this time. So plant the hands, spread the fingers, curl the toes under, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Do anything here that feels good. Stretch it out. Travel to the front of your mat. Take your feet about hip distance apart, about 6 inches apart. Come onto the fingertips or hands in front of shins. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. Exhale, grab opposite elbows, traction the spine, soften the knees if you need to. Little rocking side to side. Good. Place your right hand right underneath your nose. Bend into the right knee. Left leg straight, push your left hip bone back. Inhale the left arm up. Find a spinal twist. The right knee is bent, right hand is down, left leg is straight. Now we're going to keep the twist, bend into both knees, twisted chair. Stretch your left arm back, right arm forward. Good, keep the knees bent. Inhale, unwind, left arm forward, come up just a few inches. Exhale, sit into your chair, right arm back. So now we're just twisting the other direction. Inhale, unwind, come up just a few inches. Exhale, sit down, twist left. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, right. Let's do one more each way. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, left. Inhale. Exhale, right. Good. Inhale, unwind, stretch all the way up. Look up. Exhale, arms down. Adjust your feet completely together. So toes and heels touching. All right. Take a step back with your right foot. It should be a short distance between the feet, about 3 feet. All right, all 10 toes forward. Hands on the hips to begin. Left hip bone is moving back, right hip bone is moving forward, and draw the navel in. So I have 2 different options for you guys depending on your shoulder mobility. If you have very limited shoulder mobility, you'll come down to pyramid pose just with the hands down. That's okay. If you can practice reverse prayer, you're going to take your hands behind your back, work to get the palms together so the fingertips point up towards your skull, and then you inch your hands as high on the back as you can. Tension the shoulders, the palms will start to pull away, but really try to glue the palms together. Now remember, this is also gonna not only work the shoulders, but it's gonna challenge the balance. So if at any point in time you just take the hands down, that's okay. All right, both feet are flat. Zip the belly in, go with a flat spine, gently bring your body down. You can release your hands at any point if you need to. Now continue to keep drawing your belly in. Bring your throat into a choked position and place your forehead on your shin or on your knee. Your hands are behind your back. Don't allow the palms to separate. Bring a little bit more weight into the left foot and pull your left hip bone back a little bit more. Every exhale, get a little bit deeper. Keep your eyes open, throat choked. Let's come up really slow with a flat back. Rise up. Really slow. Push down to your feet. Move from your core. Good. Step into your left foot. So you're shifting forward. Pull your right knee into your chest. Hands can be behind your back or at your hips. All right, right thighs parallel to the ground. Flex the right foot, hook the right foot in front of the left. The little toes together. All right, let's release that prayer position. Now just interlock your fingers behind your back. Grip is tight, palms together. Inhale, open up your chest. Make sure your feet are flat and you're not rolling in on the feet. And then exhale, bow your upper body forward. Stretch your hands away from your back, bring your body down. Keep the grip really tight with the hands. Good, release the hands down. You're gonna shift your weight into your left foot. Unwind the right leg, take your right leg straight up towards the sky. Bend the right knee, open up the hip. So the right knee's pointing up towards the sky. You can crawl your hands forward and off to the left. Look under your right arm. All right, we're gonna sit it through, you guys. So you're gonna take this right leg straight, lowering down to a seat. So it's gonna go straight towards the front, lowering all the way down. All right, allow the left knee to come down. So you're in a figure four position, just like this. So the bottom of the left foot is touching the right thigh. Square your body off to the front to begin. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, go ahead, bow your body forward. Anushrashasana. Try to get two shoulders in one line. So notice if one shoulder's up a little higher. Belly in, eyes open. Okay, go ahead, gently release. You can roll your body up one vertebrae at a time. So we're gonna keep the right leg where it is. If you're a little tight in the hips, you can move the right foot towards the left side of the mat just a little bit. Hands behind you. You're gonna take this left leg up and over. So now you're facing the wide side of your mat. Good. Once you're there, point your toes. Legs are active and engaged. We're gonna stretch towards the right leg. So even if it looks different on the monitor, make sure you're going towards the right, okay? So inhale those arms up, draw the belly in. Tuck your right arm underneath, stretch your left arm towards your right leg. Good. If that's too much, you can always use your right hand for support on the leg, that's fine. You can go for depth, you can slide it down, reach and open up the side body. One day grabbing a hold of the outside of that foot. All right, roll your left shoulder blade back. Keep your left hip bone down. Try to find some comfort if possible. Focus on opening up that whole left side of the body. Katie, here's your QL stretch here. Use your inhale, use your navel, gently rise all the way up. Hands behind, swing this left leg around. Cross your ankles, roll over your feet. Downward facing dog. Anything here that feels good. Travel forward to the front of your mat. Feet are about 6 inches apart. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, this second time through, instead of grabbing opposite elbows, wrap your arms around and grab opposite elbows. Giving your legs a hug. All right, left hand under your nose, bend the left knee, right leg straight, push your right hip bone back, stretch your right arm up towards the sky. Bend both knees, twisted chair, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, left arm back. Good, repeat that a few times. Using the breath. Exhale as you twist. Take one more each side. Good. Unwind, stretch it up, palms together, hips forward, little back bend. Look up. Exhale, arms down, adjust your feet together. All right, you guys, it's gonna be the left side. So take a 3-foot step back with your left foot. All right, all 10 toes forward, both heels down. If your balance is really challenged, put your feet on 2 separate tracks. So you don't have to do one foot in front of the other like you're on a balance beam. You can have your right foot out to the right a little bit, left foot out to the left a little bit. Okay, hands can start on the hips, pull the right hip bone back, left hip bone forward. Make sure there's no jumping in the back, so you don't want to be pushing into a back bend as you do this. It's going to stress your back out. Okay, so you want to think about a nice flat spine, draw your navel in. Now remember your options, the hands can come down to the ground, or you do that reverse namaskar behind the back with the palms together. The fingertips point up towards the neck. All right, inhale, ground down to the feet, look up, belly in. Keep the spine straight and gently lower yourself down. Throat choked. Place your forehead on your shin. Remember, hands can be down the ground if you need it. Bring more weight into your right foot, into that front foot, and pull your right hip bone back. Come up, inhale, push to your feet, come up really slow, use your core. Good. Shift your weight into your right foot, your front foot. Pull your left knee into your chest, flex the left foot, left thigh is parallel to the ground. And then cross that foot in front. So left foot in front of the right, little toes together. Interlock your fingers behind your back, but do the non-dominant grip. Which finger usually goes in front? Good. All right, feet are flat. Inhale, open up the chest, look up, and then exhale, bow forward. You need to take the hands down for any reason, that's okay. Hands to the ground. Shift your weight into your right foot, unwind the left leg. Take the left leg up towards the sky, bend the left knee, open up the hip, crawl your fingertips off towards the right, and look under your left arm. Gently walk your hands back to your center. You're going to sit this left leg through. So left leg is straight this time. Right knee is bent. Figure 4. So left heel is in line with the left hip. Right knee is bent. So the right foot is touching the inner left thigh. Inhale, arms up. Belly in. And exhale, bow over that leg. Relax the shoulders down away from your ears. The more you draw your belly in, the deeper of a forward fold you usually be able to get. It makes more space in the front body. Inhale, rise up. All right. So remember, if you want, you can move your left foot towards the right side of the corner of the mat a little bit. Hands behind you. Take this right leg up and over. Point your toes. Spine is straight. Inhale, arms up. This time we're going towards that left leg. So let's go ahead, take the left arm down, either resting on the left thigh, or you're gonna slide it underneath. Stretch your body off towards the left. The right hand is reaching towards the foot. One day we'll grab a hold of the outer edge of the foot. Now continue to keep rolling your right shoulder back. Do that QL stretch on this right side. So that's stretching. Inhale, gently rise up. Move from the core. Swing this right leg back around. Good. Just go ahead and adjust both legs together for Paschimottanasana. Flex your feet. Inhale, arms up, belly in. Exhale, bow your body forward over your legs. You can pull back on the balls of the feet if you can grab them. And then elbows either towards the shins or past the shins, outside the legs. Gently release. All right, plant those feet about 6 inches apart. You can go 8 inches, but try not to go wider than that if you need to. All right, so toes forward. Draw your heels back towards your hips. Both hands back behind you. Hands are about shoulder distance. Spread those fingers really wide. We're going to be stretching into those shoulders for a reverse bridge, okay? So spread the fingers, ground down to your feet. Lift your hips up, keep your chin tucked, lift hips up as high as you can get them so you feel stretch into your shoulders. And not only lifting the hips, lift the chest as well. Okay, this is up to you. Either stay here or lift the heels. Shift forward and back a few times. Emphasis on the way forward. And coming back to that reverse bridge with the heels down. Gently release those hips. All right, you're going to cross your right ankle in front of your left knee. Flex the right foot. Hands behind you. You can turn your fingertips to point back. Pick up your hips and reach them as far forward as you can. Walk your hands forward to get your spine really straight. Shoulders down away from the ears until you feel the right glute come into a stretch, the right hip come into a stretch. Now make sure there's no shrugging in the spine. You'll feel a tremendous amount of weight wanting to pull back. So you're going to have to fight that a little bit. Just push the chest forward, move the weight forward, open up the hip. This next one, let me think about it. My dyslexia is playing a role here. Okay, that wasn't that bad. So take that left leg down. You're going to plant your right foot. So you're going to keep this right foot crossed on top, but bring it off towards the left. Yeah. Okay, and then lower down to your forearm. So you should feel a little twist into the right side of the lower back. Got it? Yeah, left leg is straight. Right knee is what's bent. It should be just in front of that left knee, and then both forearms down. So allow her to get the right forearm down. You'll feel that stretch. On your inhale, wait for your inhale, come up onto your hands. Uncross that leg. Second round the bridge, feet down. Fingertips point towards the toes. Stretch those hips up. Feel stretch into the shoulders. This one just be stagnant. You can drop the head back if you'd like. My AirPods might fall out if I do that. Gently release, pelvis down. Cross the left ankle in front, flex the foot. Okay, adjust your hips forward. So you're closing in the gap between the hips and the heel. Turn your fingertips to point back. Come onto your fingertips. Find as much height in the spine as you can. Getting the spine really straight. Okay, just feel the left hip and knee stretching on the side. Remember, take any rounding out of the spine. Keep the left ankle flexed so you're not tickling into the ankle and putting too much pressure in the ankle. Good. Let's take that right leg straight. All right, so this time we're going off to the right. So you're gonna plant this left foot just outside the right knee, turning your body off to the right. Lower the right forearm down first, and then the left forearm down. Feel that spinal twist. Good, gently unwind. All right, we have a fancy way to make it down to the ground, and it's kind of in place of our shaking, but it's a kind of similar thing. So first of all, you want to make sure that as you lay down, you end up on your mat. So if you need to adjust yourself, you can. So the object of the game is snake arms and snake legs, and you slowly bring your way down. So let me demonstrate for you first, and it should be a slow count of 10 on the way down. So it looks something like this, where you're just moving the arms and moving the legs. And you're kind of focusing on pulling back instead of like pushing forward, because you want it to be rolling back. So you're just kind of rolling one arm back, other arm back. The leg is kind of rolling back, almost like a bicycle back. The hard part is doing both. So I like to go, let me see, alternating arm and leg. Okay, you'll feel the core move. So you have to go really slow. Lift everything up as high as you can to start. And then you're gonna lower it down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lay it down. Bend the right knee into the right shoulder. Interlock your fingers about 2 inches below the right knee. Pull out and down. So you're gently avoiding the rib cage on the right side, hugging in towards the right shoulder. All right, you're gonna cross your right leg in front of your left. If you have guard off in the legs, where you can get that full bind, go ahead and do that with the right leg on top. If not, you can just do a simple cross, that's fine. All right, you're gonna take your feet down, pop your hips to the right a little bit, and then take the knees across the body, move your arms out for spinal twist, look right. Inhale, move from the navel, gently unwind. Neutralize out the spine. Right leg down. Bend the left knee in, hug it in, gently avoiding the ribcage on the left side. Pull out and down, pull down hard. So this is working a little bit of compression into the hip flexors. It's also stimulating the descending colon on this left side. It's good for digestion, good to soften the hip flexors. All right, cross that left leg in front. Remember, if you have full Garudasana with the legs, line up those legs. Toes down, move your hips a little bit to the left now. And then take your legs across towards the right, arms out, left shoulder down on the mat. Wait for your inhale, draw your navel in to protect your back. As you gently unwind, neutralize the spine, uncross those legs, catch a hold of the outer edges of the feet for happy baby. You can rock a little bit here side to side if you'd like. Good. Prepare for fun relaxation, Shavasana. Make yourself comfortable. Good. Take any relaxing position that feels good for you. You can set your space if you'd like, turning down any light, putting something over your eyes, or putting back down any clothing, or putting back on any clothing. Take a full deep inhalation. Inhale through every inch of your body. Exhale, let it all go. More like that. Full deep inhalation. Expand the lungs. Take the deepest inhale that you've taken today. Exhale, let it all go. Last one. Full deep inhalation. Exhale, let it go. Eyes closed. Body is relaxed. Give yourself a few moments here resting in stillness. And I invite you, if you want to stay here in this relaxation longer, you can just bypass coming out of it. But if you're ready, you can gently wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Take your time making your way onto your side. And then as you feel ready and called, you can make your way up to Sukhasana, to an easy seated position. Creating a straight spine, eyes closed, and connecting your palms together into your heart. Taking this time to close and honor this practice, honor the work that you've put in, and honor yourself for showing up for yourself today. We'll close with a single Om. Please join in if you'd like. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale completely. Inhale. Bow your head. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Om Peace. Namaste. Thank you guys all so much for being here.